sir. I'm Nobe Inf Gang. I'm the owner of Noble Cinema Studios.
I am DJ Chef Kev. I am a local DJ, up and coming, from the Bay Area.
Local for now.
Local for now.
So I started out doing video production probably about 10 or 11 years ago, got really deep into that. And 2.5 years ago, I found a warehouse in Hayward. And I think it was 1,800 square feet. And I'd been wanting to open like a video production studio for a minute. So I found this place. Luckily, they let us in there, built it all up, had like 3 or 4 different video production rooms in there with like different sets. We had a garage door where we could bring cars in. We built an infinity wall. And then, so that was first Noble Cinema Studios. And then I found this place in Vallejo, which is our nowadays location, probably 1.5 years ago. And I was looking on Craigslist for other warehouses just randomly. I think I was just checking them out. From Richmond to Vallejo. I was trying to find another one, and then this place came up and it was perfect. So we've been here for like 1.5 years, I think, about that long. Started out doing straight video production with, like I said, like sets and video production stuff. And then I decided randomly to like do, I think our first event was like the Cool Calm Collective, which was like a collection of a bunch of different artists that came together and performed up here. I think at that time, you weren't there yet, so I was running everything. I was doing DJing, I was fucking promoting the show, managing it, all that good shit. And then, yeah, we just built up from there, and really the live event stuff kind of took off. So got him in the mix about you've been here like, 6 to 8 months?
Close to 8 months now.
Yep. And yeah, we've just been going crazy ever since. I'm from Richmond, California.
Same
Yep.
also. Oh, man.
Almost like probably 20 years.
I'm getting too old to know the age, so you're going to have to leave it up to him up on that
Yeah,
one.
I'm assuming, I think about like 20 years. And
Plus.
yeah. And then probably like a couple years ago, we kind of started doing our own things and kind of lost contact for like for like a year. And then kind of came back, and yeah, we just linked up again and been going crazy. But yeah, this has been my like OG. Not to make him sound old or nothing, but yeah.
I was the big homie when they was finding themselves in music, and I want to say that was through y'all middle college years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like 13, 14.
Yeah, so y'all was definitely running it up at a young age.
Am I allowed to curse on this? I should probably not curse too much. All right, got you.
Well, if that's the case, we can curse. They was fucking hungry up out there. They was hungry. I ain't never seen such a young group of people, bright and ambitious. They was very ambitious. Still is. I mean, without that ambition, I mean, hell, I wouldn't be sitting here today. So,
and this is actually one of my best friend's cousin. So he's my boy G-Mo Ski's older cousin, and that's how we got linked up way back in the day.
Man, it came off a fluke. I was trying to deal with the rap scene for a minute, but I want to say my pride got in the way and was like, man, I'm starting to get a little too old to be trying to do the rap thing. And I got a good ear for music. All right. At one point in time, I was playing the guitar for about a year. Got bored of it and was like, you know what? I seen my partner's turntable sitting in his house one day. He was not utilizing it, out here flicking ashes on it and stuff. I'm like, man, come on. Every day I used to slide through, what's up with the music? What's going on? What you producing? Because I was supposed to be doing photography. And I said, hey man, hook that up. Hook that up one time. Saw that turntable, was like, bro, hook that up. He said, nah, man, my daughter played with this. I'm like, dude, hook that joint up. Let's see if it worked. I played around with it and was like, you know what? Let me show you what I can do with this, man. Every 15 minutes a day, that's all it did. 15 minutes every day. If I was bored and wasn't doing anything, before I go to sleep, let me get 15 minutes in.
Dedication.
Before I when I wake up, let me get 15 minutes in before I do anything. I'm about to go turn that on and get the 15 minutes in.
And he still does that to this day. He'll be on live, Instagram live, just cutting up.
I give 15 minutes,
Yep.
out of my day.
Just going in. Well, so I was really interested in having so earlier in my like music video career, I would go to other video production studios, like one in Red Wall Studios in San Jose. There was Brightone, which was in Hayward, and they had like their own setups over there. And I was just like, man, I could cut out so much cost for myself, and then also charge other artists to come and shoot at my space if I had it. And really, when I first got into the video production studio game, a lot of the guys were on their way out. So a lot of these guys were like selling their stuff or like getting out of the production field, and I was like, damn, I might have made a bad mistake like getting in this shit now. But yeah, so that's how I got into that though. I just felt like having my own space to be creative whenever I wanted is like the best move too. Well, man, it changes every month. It changes all the time. So in the beginning, like I said, I felt like it was really to have a place to be creative and build whatever we needed and, make video production. At this point, it's more of an event space. And really like the mission that I have is to make this place a legendary space where we create moments and inspire people. And also, along the journey of especially the Vallejo space where we're doing the events, we've met so many like extra talented artists that are local. And we've just been trying to build them up as much as possible too. You know what I mean? So that's definitely the goal. And then also, making it a place for bigger artists to come and have a smaller, intimate place to perform at, which I think is important. And then, yeah, just making it a historical venue. So, I mean, I came up in the game, like even before I was a videographer, I was a hip hop artist. And that was like my big goal from, probably like 10 years old up until, I got older, maybe like, I don't know, I still dibble and dabble in the music, you know what I mean? I'll still like spit a verse here and there or make a hook or, but it really like, music is definitely where my heart is as far as that goes. So, yeah, it's important to me because I was that guy back in the day that didn't really have an outlet. And, my team, the Imp Gang, we were pushing a hard line for a long time and nobody was really giving us a shot. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to do that for other people, especially like when we have like the 15-year-old artist that comes in and he's just trying to find his way, you know what I mean? And then you see him coming here, like he'll jump on the mic in the pre-show of the vibe sessions and just gas. And like that's a moment, like I said, that's gonna live on forever for me and him. You know what I'm saying? So just building those type of moments and building an environment that not only makes us evolve and like expand, but also other people. I would definitely say either the open mic, which is like the Noble open mic, is definitely my baby. Like I created that from scratch, and now it's just it's gone crazy. But one of the events that we've thrown is a show with LaRussell and my guy John Wayne, which was probably about like 6 months ago. We did it in the backyard over here, and we actually have a documentary about the whole process, showing from like getting him locked in to the final day where it actually happened. And that moment for me was like big because it was like the cultivation of like LaRussell doing his thing and us doing our thing at the same time and just coming together, and like that moment in that day will just like live on forever. That was here. Yeah, so that was in the backyard right here. Yep, it was actually our last Cool Calm Collective show. So it was LaRussell, John Wayne, whole bunch of artists. But yeah, it was just, he came with his whole band, tore it up, and it was lit.
So talk to us a little bit about season 2 of your open mic, the Noble open mic.
Yep. So yeah, we're at season 2 of it. Last season was crazy. We gave away a bunch of prizes, music videos. We try to give each winner something that they can build with. Like I said, like a music video, photo shoot. Shout out my guys, the Real Honesty podcast. They host, they give the artist an appearance and all that stuff. First season was crazy. Like I said, it was like a building point. So it went from like us having 5 or 10 people in here to having 80, you know what I mean? 80 people here. And it's just cracking. So the second season is more so just us in the groove now. And also we've opened up our space. We were doing shows in our smaller venue section, and now we're doing them in the big room. So it's going to be interesting to see, and it also allows us to kind of like expand as well. And we have to work a little harder. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like, oh, we got to fill up the small room, which is like good for like 40, 50 people. But the big room, as you can see, is like a lot more space. So it's really about hitting the pavement and pushing. And yeah, it's just about, like I said, highlighting those artists that really deserve it and that work hard for it. So as far as the winners go, we actually do more like an American Idol style voting system. So it's actually a live voting system where we have a code that people can scan and it brings you to a site, and then they can send it off to all their people, and their friends can vote, their grandma can vote, you know what I'm saying? So they get to also experience like what it is to have the strength of numbers behind you. Because I think as an artist, you kind of like, it's cool when you got like, you have your music to like your homies, or, you know what I'm saying, your real tight knit circle. But when you actually get it out to people and you have to like work for that win too, I think it becomes a little more, it's a bigger of a win. So yeah. But yeah, so people vote for their favorite winner, and then, that's how it goes. And then the person with the most votes at the end of the night wins.
I can't see anything bad with it. Hell, this is my life here. Yep. I can network. This is a fun, safe space. Hell, this beats going to the club on a Friday or Saturday night,
We make the club.
Yeah, we are the club.
We are
all
the
right?
club.
We are the club.
Welcome to the club.
My fun moments here. Connecting back with a brother. Shit, it's so much, man. It's so much you just like exposed me to in the past 6 months.
So it's been really great.
Yeah, it's been very great. Like my life has changed in the past 6 months. Like, I was doing security, and I'm like, I'm done with that. That security is retirement. This is the gig. This summer, I'm planning on doing weddings, bar mitzvahs, whatever, Y'all gonna see me up out there a lot more often. He's been trying to get me to talk more as far as just, hey, dude, all you play is music. They need to hear you speak a little bit more, man.
And he's going to have his own event soon, too. Yep. DJ Chef's Kev, the cook-up, is coming soon. We're going to get him up in there.
And the reason why I took the name Chef is because I'm a caterer. My passion, not only for music, but cooking too. It's both of those right there is a hand-in-hand stress reliever. So you can catch me cooking in the kitchen with your pots and pans,
Your favorite dishes to cook?
Shit, I really ain't got no favorite.
Brother,
I really ain't got no favorite dish. Soul food is my specialty. I'm a 420 specialist too, so for those occasional parties, 420 coming right around the corner, so.
If you're trying to blow your fucking top off, go to space real quick.
If you're trying to have the most incredible couch party, tap in with me.
I mean, getting people out. When we first started throwing events, it was almost like the end of COVID in a way. And it was a dead zone everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And like, even here in Vallejo, like as much as Vallejo is working its way up to evolve as well, it still has like a name that kind of like makes people a little nervous. But people are coming out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm very appreciative of that too. But that's a challenge, you know what I'm saying? Because some people feel like, I mean, just with the COVID thing, you know, people kind of forgot what it was like to go out in general. But then also, you know, when you have like hip hop shows in the Bay Area, people are a little hesitant. But we really do our best here to really make this place a safe space and a secure place where people can come, have fun, and it's never any bullshit. So that's really, you know, what we work towards. But other than that, I mean, you know, just dealing with just normal shit, you know, making sure that every mark is checked at the end of the day. Yep. You can never be prepared enough for anything. It's always going to be something that you're not going to expect at the end of the day.
Hey, it don't matter how many fumbles we see up out there on the field, we still gonna recover the ball.
That part.
It ain't no turnovers.
Knock on wood, by the way, because we do have a show tonight. But yeah, nah, I would say, you know, just you're never prepared for certain things. You never really like see certain things coming. And so really just doing your best to, when situations do happen, to kind of like be conscious of your emotional state and just try to keep a calm, cool head. And I think the best attributes of a good business person is somebody that can handle the pressure and keep it moving. And also having a good team behind you. Because if I didn't have my team with me, it wouldn't work.
Hey,
you know what I'm
hey,
saying?
I vote on that too, because I done had my occasional fumbles up out there, and it took a solid team to keep that in order.
Me too.
Because I thought the house was gonna be on fire for a minute, man.
Get the water. So I'm working on, actually in March 29th, we have an artist by the name of Mai, who's blowing up. She's actually from Vallejo, but we're having her headline here. She went super viral the past couple of months, and but she's from Vallejo. I think she moved out of here, but we're having her headline here, so I'm super excited for that. We have an all women's, the Empress Energy show, which is an all women show too, the weekend before that. So we're just going crazy with that. Really, my goals are to really like bring events that aren't being done, and kind of like also cultivating certain things that can just live on forever too. Like the Noble open mic can just go on forever. You know, even when I'm not here, my kids can take over it. You know what I'm saying? So that, and then also I'm working on possibly for the every end of the year doing something called the Noble Fest, which will just be a fucking 8-hour day, kind of like a what's the thing, like Woodstock, you know what I'm saying, but do it in the backyard and have it just 100 different big artists, and you know what I'm saying, do it big.
I like that idea right
Yeah.
there.
It's gonna be lit.
So, we're from Sacramento.
So I mean, as far as like what we do, is it has a lot to do with like digital marketing. So we do a lot of promotion with that. Like I said before, I was in the music game before I really started even throwing events. So I have a lot of connections from, you know, Sacramento to San Jose to all around. So it was almost like a gift that I was able to have those connections, because at the end of the day, it helped us be stronger and really have that. Because yeah, when we do the open mics, we have people from SAC. We got people from like South Carolina coming out, like people from all over. So Memphis. It's all walks of life. Memphis, shout out Underwolf. Really? Yeah. So we got it popping. As far as them getting out here, I can't help them with that. They gotta make that happen.
They do though. They do.
That part.
From Sacramento, you looking to collab with, or anybody you have collab with from Sacramento?
Shout out Doe the Unknown. He came up here and tore
one
shit
of the
up.
Sac artists that came out here.
Yep. Yeah, and there's a lot of Sacramento artists. There's True the Moo. He's homies with Briss. He's like super dope artist. We've been talking, but you know, we haven't set a date or nothing. But we're gonna make something happen. Yeah, there's a lot of talent in Sac. We definitely gotta get more people out. Of course, you know, the bigger names and shit like that. You know, that everybody knows would be tight.
Yeah. So. All right.
My best advice is one is to get your 10,000 hours in. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is. Like, say if it's videography, pick up your camera, shoot as much stuff as you can, and don't have an ego about it. Like, don't feel like you gotta get paid for every single video. Like, man, when I started out, I had a fucking flip cam and I was shooting videos for $50, driving all the way to 2.5 hours away just to make that shit happen and get stuff under my belt that I can make happen. And so don't feel like you need to have an ego in the beginning. Build your work up, have something to show as a resume. And then as far as like, you know, running a studio or having an event space, like I wasn't meant to do any of this. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they'll tell you like, oh, you can't have a venue, you can't have a production studio, you can't be a videographer, you can't do this, that. Don't let them tell you any of that. Because as long as you put the work in and you put the hours in, it's gonna take 24 hours out of the day. Don't think it's gonna be a 9 to 5, because it ain't. It's gonna be a 12 to 12. You know what I'm saying? Like every single day. So that's the best thing I could say. And just stay focused. And also, you know what I mean? Like keep your nose out of the streets as much as you can too. You know what I'm saying? Because there really ain't nothing for you in that. And there's a lot of legal money out here. People want you to believe that the streets is all there is. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, there's more to it than just that.
Right. Man, just keep running it up. Believe in yourself. Always keep that confidence in your heart, man. Keep chasing your dream, all right? Because you will wake up and you'll find yourself there. Facts. Man, just stay on a steady pace, man. Don't think anything negative. Like, always believe in yourself. Don't never doubt yourself.
That part.
I think that's it. Thank you.
Gang shit. Appreciate it, bro. Tsunamii Media?
Yeah.
Lit.
Good job, Jabari.